Hey, Dina Wolf here, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about the thyroid. So many of us struggle with things like feeling low mood, depressed, sometimes kind of anxious, a little overwhelmed. Maybe we're fatigued and tired. Sometimes we're sleeping, we feel like decently, right? We wake up, we're not very rested, feel like we need a cup of coffee to kind of keep going, okay? Having maybe some brain fog, just not being able to think clearly, maybe our hair falling out, it's becoming more brittle, our nails are maybe more brittle and cracking and breaking, our skin's more dry, we're constipated. These are all symptoms of having a sluggish thyroid, or maybe one that's not working as well as it could. And so what we want to do is talk a little bit about how can we find out if the thyroid is even sluggish, right? So you can go to your primary care physician, they can run some tests on you. Sometimes those tests come back inconclusive, or it looks like your thyroid's okay, and really it's kind of subclinical, so where it's just barely working enough to not be detected on radar, right? But you're having all these symptoms, okay? So what can we do to help support our own bodies in being better at metabolizing, okay? So the thyroid controls our metabolism. So whether we gain weight, lose weight, whether we sleep, how fast our body is going, burning, and aging. So it's very important, if you don't want to age at an accelerated rate, that we take really good care of our thyroid gland. It's actually like a butterfly shaped gland that's located right here over your, almost your voice box, okay? And if you tilt your head back, you can sometimes kind of see where it's a little bit maybe puffy or swollen. If you do have a little bit of swelling, that's another good indication that there may be something going on that's more than what is normal, okay? And so a great way to find out if your thyroid is a little on the sluggish side is to get one of these old school thermometers, okay? Looks like this. It's about $3 or $4 at CVS. Take your temperature throughout the day, 3 to 4 times a day for about 3 to 4 days, okay? And you can see it has the little numbers on there, okay? Hopefully you can see that. This does not contain the mercury, okay? So it is a metal tipped thermometer. Stick that under your tongue. You're gonna hold that there for a good minute. Check and see what your temperature is. And in the Holistic Harmony group forum, we actually have a sheet that you can document the time that you took your temperature and then what the actual temperature is. We want it at 98.6. We don't want it to fall below 98.6 at all. That's usually a good indication that we've got some sluggishness happening. And so you want to kind of keep track of that over the next 3 to 5 days. 3 is good. If you want to do 4 or 5, that's fine too, just to kind of get a really good clue and look. And what this does is this allows us to see whether that thyroid is working at its optimal level or if it's a little bit under. Sometimes when we have candida present, all of us have candida, and sometimes when we have candida in abundance, it starts to mess with our thyroid, okay? So candida likes to flourish and proliferate and replicate undetected, and in order for it to do that, it needs to lower the body temperature. And so a lot of times we have some thyroid activity getting a little bit sluggish along with candida, so those two kind of go hand in hand a little bit together. So we definitely want to make sure that we're providing our body with the best that we possibly can, and having one of those best fighting chances is going to be with having the lifelong vitality on board, okay? So if you're not already on this and you're battling, feeling fatigued and sluggish and tired with the brain fog and all those other things that we talked about, this is a great way to help balance the body in that regard, okay? This is your base system to prevent that accelerated aging, to prevent other deficiencies and toxicities that cause disease. We want to be able to supply our bodies with the best possible nutrients so that we have that best fighting chance. And this is what's the main key. This should be your base of everything, okay? So if you're not already on this, a great system, okay? It is your alpha CRS, so all of your plant-based nutrition that allows your body to eat up all the free radicals in it and remove those things that cause disease. Next is your microplex, and the microplex gives you your vitamins and minerals that are necessity for building, repairing, restoring, that kind of stuff. Then third one is your omega. This is your 369 fatty acid, but this also has your 9 essential oils in it. So you're getting this powerhouse of essential oils that help with metabolism, weight loss, brain health, which majority of the glands that control the thyroid are in the brain. So those are important, okay? And then we have DDR prime. So DDR prime is known to support the thyroid if you have it in liquid. So this comes in a soft gel, and you can take a couple of those a day, or you can just put the liquid over the actual thyroid gland as well, okay? You make sure to use some coconut oil. The skin here is pretty thin, and so you don't want to irritate and have these big rashes and bumps all over. So that oil blend can be a little bit hot and caustic on the skin, so we definitely want to protect that. Now, one of my other favorite ways to balance the thyroid and give the metabolism that little kick and boost is to use a thyroid roll-on blend. So what we do is we take one of these empty roll-on bottles and we put in here 16 drops of lemongrass, 16 of peppermint, 16 of clove, 10 of frankincense, and if you want to add myrrh, you can do 10 drops of myrrh as well. Now, another thing you could do is just take the myrrh and just put it directly over the thyroid gland as well, if you just have myrrh, okay? Then what you'll do is you'll fill that with fractionated coconut oil all the way to the top, put the little roller ball on, and then you're just gonna roll it right over the thyroid gland 3 to 4 times a day. You can use it more often than that, okay? So if you feel tired, sluggish, or whatever, definitely use it more often. If you're feeling like, man, I'm energetic and I'm feeling good, my brain fog's gone, I'm sleeping better, I'm no longer anxious, a couple times a day is great. Morning, afternoon, you know, where you want your energy and where you want your metabolism. It's great to take that graph where you graph your temperatures and look at the times to see when it is the thyroid is the most sluggish. Is it at lunchtime? Is it at nighttime? You know, it's good to know those things too. So those are just some tips and tricks to help boost your metabolism, help support your thyroid, and a lot of times thyroid sluggishness is linked to depression and a lot of anxiety, and so it's a great way to kind of boost the mood as well. So I hope this helps you. And if you have any questions, let me know. Please be sure to click the like button and share this with a friend that may have thyroid imbalances, that may want to look into some natural solutions. Also too, if you haven't already, click the little bell and that subscribes you to this channel. So anytime we have a new video, you get to see it first. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you. I would love to hear your thyroid story. I know I've had one gal that her body temperature went up 2 degrees in a matter of a month. I've had another couple of ladies come off of their Synthroid or whatever. The doctor took them off their medications. They no longer needed them, which is awesome because a lot of times they tell you you're going to be on it forever. So that was a miracle blessing. And so I want to hear your story too. I would love to hear how you overcame and what you did, and share it below. Thank you so much for watching.